our big question for this house was, we've got hunter green carpet in the master bedroom, in the bathroom. So that carpet ran all through the bathroom, dark green, up the side of the tub, all through the closet and everything. And you've got brass fixtures. So the seller's like, what the heck do I do with this? What's up guys, Erin Smith here with EXP, and I want to tell you about a lifesaver right here. This is Erin Slaughter with Mella Flooring, and recently we just listed a house, and when I met with the seller, the carpet was pink and green and it just needed a lot of love, and we wanted to get the most out of this listing. So we called Erin. She's got a mobile showroom here. She's going to show us around, tell us a little bit about what she does when she meets with a seller, and maybe some carpet recommendations that help get houses sold today. So Erin, you showed up here when you met with the owner of this house. What was the conversation like when you went through and saw the pink carpet and the green carpet?
From a seller standpoint, I knew that he was going to get hit with the offers that were going to come in. So my biggest objective with him was just figuring out what would look best in this house to help him get the most money in the offer.
How much does the house's price point affect the carpet recommendations that you make to a seller?
Thankfully, nowadays, very little. We have some really good low quality, I say low quality, they're minimal quality, high feeling carpets.
So it feels like quality carpet,
nice.
But the price point's
it's very
affordable.
budget friendly.
Cool.
It works out perfect in this type of scenario because this is, $500,000 almost price point, and we don't want them to spend more than necessary, but we need it to feel nice to the buyer.
Absolutely.
So $100,000 houses, we go down maybe a step, but anything over $250,000, we pretty much can use the same quality carpet all the way up to about $750,000 to $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
So one thing about this seller is he's a busy guy, and he's got a super tight schedule, and we wanted to make getting this house on the market more convenient for him. So the cool thing about Erin and Mella Flooring is that she's got a mobile showroom. So we're going to take a quick peek at that, show you a few inside tips on getting carpet in a house like this really quickly. So Erin, show us the showroom. What do you got here? The different types of flooring and options for people.
Yeah, absolutely. So when I show up to a house, my objective is to go in and find out what the seller needs, what they want, and how much money they want to spend. I do not want to show them all these samples. Matter of fact, I try my best to only take in 4 or 5 after we've had a good conversation. And ultimately, my goal is to have brought in the one that will work best for them at that point. But I carry everything. I carry all the carpets, low quality, high quality. I carry your patterns and your non. And these are going to be all the carpets you would find in any big box or retail store. And then we do have a full line of hard product, vinyl products, laminate products, and solid wood products that we can showcase as well. It really works out well to be able to see the products in your house with your lighting, with your paint colors, and it makes a huge difference in the long run being able to see everything right on site.
I could imagine that going into a showroom, fluorescent lights and all that, you don't have your paint colors, you don't have your cabinet colors and things like that. So
it's completely skewed.
Yeah, absolutely. And there were some unique things that we're going to take a look at when we get inside the house with carpet in the bathroom. So when we get up there to the bathroom, we're going to talk a little bit about how do we make a decision on what do we do here.
Right.
So we'll go inside and take a look, and maybe some people can get an idea of, like, if I'm about to sell my house, I need to make some big decisions on what flooring to do. We'll take a look at what we made decisions on here.
Yeah.
When we were out at your mobile showroom, that you don't bring in all the samples, you bring in 1 or 2. I can imagine getting overwhelmed by the amount of choices that there are. with all the prints and the colors and everything like that. So I guess give me a little background on your design stuff. Didn't you used to do staging, or what did you do?
So I owned a company, Harmony Realized, for about 8 years, and that company was home staging for realtors, but also a lot of design work. I've designed several houses, some top to bottom actually. But a lot of what I do is color consultation. People use my eye to help make sure they're picking out good paint colors, good flooring colors, and making sure that everything flows together. I recently went on an appointment where they ended up choosing something they had no thought of ever doing, and they were just so in love with the end result because they were able to see it from a different perspective.
So over the years, I've seen designs change. You know, brass went away, and then brushed nickel comes in, and then you get oil rub bronze and all these different things. And carpet goes from like a, what do you call it, a frise?
Yep,
and
shag.
Shag, frise, and then you go into like more of a low, what do you call
Berber.
it? Low nap,
Yep.
like a print or a Berber or something like that. It's 2022.
Right.
What sells in today's market?
Today's market, everybody is looking for what can accommodate their family for the longest amount of time. So we end up, for the most part, selling carpets that are soft, plush, and textured or speckled. And what that means is they're varied in color.
It hides the dirt.
It hides the dirt. It hides the staining. Still feels really good underfoot. Those tend to be most popular in today's lifestyle.
Yeah.
Same with the vinyl flooring. Vinyl flooring is more popular than hardwood right now because people need things in their house that hold up to their kids and their pets.
Absolutely. So if I need new carpet for my house, right? So what's it going to cost me to have you come out with your showroom and show me what you've got and give me an estimate for, you know, doing my house? I know some places charge.
They do.
So what does it cost you to come out?
We don't charge at all. The estimate is completely free. I am going to be the one to come out, or my associate Ken, and we're going to take measurements in your home. And we're going to show you all the samples right there on site, help you pick out the right colors. We're not going to charge you for that. Also, I'm not going to try to sell you while I'm in your house. A lot of times people expect that because of some of the other companies, and we don't do that. I'm going to take everything with me, put together an estimate, get back to you within a couple days, and then give that time to you to figure out if this is going to work for you. Also work with you if it's not going to work to figure out what might be a better option.
Yeah, work through budget, work through different scenarios.
And if necessary, come back out.
Yeah, awesome. Well, you don't see that a whole lot. I know just in having rental properties and things, it's a whole schedule fiasco to get somebody, and then they only bring out a couple of samples, and you have a whole truck full of them.
Yeah.
So that's awesome that you offer that. And I think in 2022, you know, it's a different world. You don't just come in and have somebody hard sell you and sign on the same day. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of your competition wants that. They want decisions right now, and they'll leave and they'll never call you again, where, you know, you guys have a more customer-centric approach.
We are extremely customer service oriented, and what's I think important for everybody to know as far as our company goes is our installers are also our clients. And what that means to you or anybody else is that we want our installers to be happy. We take very good care of them because we want them to take very good care of you. Yeah. And so for that reason, nobody's undercut. We are not gonna sell you expensive carpet and then pay him nothing to put it in. We want everybody to be happy with the end result. And so that way you're referring us time and time again.
That's awesome. So you mentioned you also clean carpet.
Yes.
Right? So I guess go over that, because I know you put carpet in my basement.
Yep.
We freaking love it.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you guys will come back and clean it and all that. So what does the carpet cleaning side look like after you have your carpet installed?
So Mella is a full service company, and so we offer window cleaning and carpet cleaning. And the carpet cleaning is nice because any of the carpet that we sell, we automatically include 5 years of free carpet cleaning on the carpet that we sold you.
Wow, so you'll come back for 5 years and make sure it stays clean?
Absolutely.
That's super cool.
Yeah, it works out very well with the families that have kids. works out very well with families who are wanting to sell soon and don't know when to install the carpet. And it just gives our company kind of a little bit of a foot or a step up to help with making it an easier process.
Sweet. Is there anything else you want to say about what you guys offer, products, or the process?
We try to make the process as simple as possible. There is no high pressure. We try to do our very best to communicate. Most all of other companies I've been told are not good with that, and so we pride ourselves on making sure we're getting in touch with you and staying in touch with you and getting your questions answered all the way through to the end.
Awesome.
We're not going to just take your money and then forget about you. Yes. Now, I do believe that we did talk about not putting carpet back in here, but price point wise. So I don't necessarily agree with this.
I don't either, but I mean, for what we were trying to do. So
Right.
essentially, when I came over for the first time and met with the seller, our big question for this house was, we've got hunter green carpet in the master bedroom, in the bathroom. So that carpet ran all through the bathroom, dark green, up the side of the tub, all through the closet and everything. And you've got brass fixtures. So the seller's like, what the heck do I do with this? And so a couple of the options that we talked about was put carpet in the master. Do we put luxury vinyl in the bathroom? Do we put tile in the bathroom? And you know, ultimately what we did is we came up with the idea that, hey, the kitchen has some datedness to it. The bathroom has brass everywhere.
Right.
A buyer's probably gonna come in here and just rip this thing apart and do their own thing with it.
I agree.
So you and I probably agreed that
Yeah.
we wouldn't normally put carpet back in a bathroom, especially brand new carpet
Right.
in 2022. However, for the sake of getting the house sold, we wanted to make sure that it looked as good as possible, and leaving green carpet in the bathroom would
Not an option.
yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't your recommendation.
Yeah.
So
And
talk about this setup here.
Yeah, absolutely. So I agree completely. Normally, we never, ever talk about leaving carpet in the bathroom.
Right.
It is a fad that was short-lived, and I've replaced quite a few with a hard surface. This scenario was a little different because we just needed it to look a little bit better, and we knew that this was probably going to be remodeled either way. So one of my concerns with especially the carpet going up the tub, which by the way is not normal, we don't see that either.
Right.
My thought is that at some point this tub leaked, and the easiest thing for them to do was to carpet this after it leaked. That's my guess, because generally when you see this, it's tiled, and it had that's why I think it was carpeted. And of course, getting ready to the house ready to sell, you don't want to come in here and retile it. So replacing the carpet was the most efficient option.
Yeah, I mean, essentially what we did is we put a Band-Aid on this bathroom.
Correct.
Because
It's going to be remodeled.
we just assumed somebody was going to come in and
Absolutely.
redo this thing. And for the cost of, I mean, just ballpark, what do you think the cost would be if we just factored in this, I don't know, 100 square foot bathroom?
Yeah, so to just do LVT just in here, I mean, it would probably have added $500 to $600 to the amount. And it's a small space, but again, you still were going to have the issue of the tub. And if you were to tile that, you'd be looking at probably another $1,000.
Right.
It just wasn't worth it to do that.
Right. And we talked about this a little bit before. You know, we wanted to put the best house forward to get the most money for the seller as possible. So we didn't really want to break the budget,
Right.
but we also wanted the house to look good. And when it comes right down to it, I'm not exactly sure what the seller spent on padding, carpet,
Sure.
the hallway and all that. But would you agree that if he added, let's just say he added $40,000 by making the house more presentable,
Yep.
would you say that he made 4 times his investment?
Oh, in this,
At least?
yeah, by far.
Cool.
In this market and the way this looked before versus after, I think his investment definitely benefited him.
Gotcha. So let's take this house out of the picture. You meet with a lot of people who are getting their house
Sure.
ready to go on the market.
Yep.
What are some popular things that what are some most popular questions that you get?
Sure.
Should we go with this floor or that floor? What do you get a lot?
The biggest thing with people getting ready to sell is they want it to look good. They don't want to spend a lot of money to do it. So the biggest question I get is, what's the least amount of money I can spend to make this look nicer?
Sure.
That is also my objective, especially if they're selling the house. Would never want somebody to spend more money than necessary just to sell their home. And so I get asked that a lot. I get asked, about putting the good padding underneath the carpet to help. We automatically always put the best carpet or padding under the carpet. So
it's just a given.
It's just a given.
Yeah.
And a lot of times with sellers, they're worried about putting it in too soon and getting it dirty. So Mella actually will keep the carpet clean until they move out. So we offer free carpet cleaning with our carpet installs. And if somebody doesn't think they're going to be moving for another 6 months to a year, well, we'll come in before they're going to sell it and clean it up for them.
Awesome.
So
let's talk about price points for a second. I'm guessing there are some maybe gray areas there where, luxury vinyl no longer makes sense. You need to put wood in, or certain areas of the house where they're on the fence of, do I put this floor in or that floor in? So what kind of questions do you get there, and what price points or break points for different types of flooring?
Sure. So carpet, generally speaking, is going to be $250 to $3 a foot installed. And that is a great option in any house for your bedrooms and your main family room.
Right.
And then also your lower level. Anywhere that you can put carpet and it makes sense, that's going to be your least amount of money spent. If you jump up to a vinyl or a luxury vinyl product, you're easily going to double that right away. And so that makes sense in houses, I would say 400 or less. It makes sense to have vinyl on the first floor.
Got it.
They love coming in and having a whole first floor and the same type of flooring, and the vinyl planks are beautiful and well received.
What's the benefit of vinyl flooring?
Vinyl flooring is extremely scratch resistant if you have a nice brand, and it is waterproof. So not only that, it's soft to walk on versus ceramic tile can be cold and hard. The vinyls are soft and much more room temperature. They're cost effective, they're very family friendly, and the cost outweighs the lifespan of the flooring itself. If you were to jump up to a hardwood floor, for example, you're going to spend twice as much and then still have to refinish the floor in 5 to 7 years. And most likely the refinish is going to cost what you probably would have spent just to replace with vinyl.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we've had you guys put vinyl in some of our places, especially our Airbnb, the high traffic areas. And
so good for that.
It's great because it's durable, it's forgiving, it's comfortable. You can throw rugs over it if you do want that carpet feel and change the look of a room.
Yeah.
So the
vinyls, the pets don't scratch it up as bad either.
Yeah, so kitchens, bathrooms are great for vinyl flooring because you can wipe it up.
Yes.
How long can water sit on vinyl flooring? I mean, if you spill something, do you have to wipe it up right away?
No. So with a vinyl floor, a true vinyl waterproof floor, a spill can generally sit for a good long amount of time before it's going to do any damage.
Like until it evaporates? Or?
Sometimes, yes.
Wow.
I mean, it really depends on how much water it is. The biggest thing with vinyl is, for instance, if your house floods, what I tell people is that ultimately that floor, if the flooding or the problem is caught and stopped, the flooring can be taken out and dried out and reused. Now, depending on what happens to your subfloor, that's a whole nother issue, but the vinyl floor itself is very durable. And so if your dog pees on it or your kid spills a drink and they don't tell you until 6 hours later, you're gonna be okay.
Gotcha. So I know you mentioned the cost of carpet, $250 to $3 a foot. Did you mention the cost on typical vinyl flooring or range?
So vinyl flooring range, generally just starting out basic, is gonna probably be about $650 to $750 a square foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it is durable, it lasts longer, it has
Absolutely.
a whole different look to it.
Yeah, and it's gonna last twice as long as the carpet at that price point.
Got it.
So.
Cool, awesome. Well, thank you for giving us your scoop on, carpeting a house, the different price ranges and everything. If you are thinking about selling your house, or maybe you're just gonna live there for a long time and you want some opinions on flooring, what would work for you, or maybe in 5 years you're gonna sell your house and you wanna make sure that you get the most out of the flooring, give Mella a call. Erin Slaughter is my first call anytime I have somebody who needs flooring or a seller who needs to get the house ready to sell. So Erin Slaughter will drop her name and information in the video. Have an awesome day.
Thanks, guys.